Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Friday Night Live show. I have these lovely ladies, Stormy and Tiffany, here with us. Oh, yes, you're fancy.
I actually was going to put on a different one, but it's over.
That's okay. If you do it again on your channel, you have to put on a different one.
Oh, I have I don't want to tell you how many I have.
I only have the pink Santa hat, so, you know. They told us at work we have our
becoming obnoxious. So, anyways, go ahead.
That's all right. No, we have our work Christmas party next Friday night or next Friday afternoon, and it says to wear something festive, and I'm like, I'm wearing a pink sparkly Santa hat.
That's perfect,
right? Exactly. So everybody who's popping into the comments, hello. Okay, I love that one.
Look. He got you one.
Perfect.
So
what's everybody reading tonight? Storm, should we start with you?
I feel like I'm behind already, and it's only the second because I haven't really been reading much. I haven't had a chance to read a whole lot, so I'm still reading on My Kind of Christmas.
Nice.
Hoping to finish. I think I'm around. I'm a little over 50%, so I need to try to finish that one tonight.
Okay, that's fair.
You're moving. Mm-hmm. I am at. It's crazy because I am at 92% in A Trip with Trouble, my ebook NetGalley, and then I'm at 93% in Cinco de Mayhem. So I'm going to be finishing both of those very, very probably in the first sprint for sure. And then I don't know what I'm going to read next. I just realized that I don't have. I might try to fit in a few more states to actually accomplish the cozy road trip because I'm so close, but I don't have a Nebraska. I don't know that there is a Nebraska. I found one.
You should read is it Be My Ghost or wrote by Carol J. Perry, The Haunted Haven?
Is that Nebraska?
I don't know. I just said you should read that one.
Oh.
We don't know if it is or not. You should just read it.
Because Mel Mac and me were buddy reading the second one because it's Christmas. So
okay. I am gonna read that. And
even though if you look at the cover, it does not scream Christmas at all.
What are you reading, Sarah?
I am still reading, and I'm probably going to listen to it on audio for the first sprint, and that is You're a Mean One at Matthew Prince by Timothy Janofsky. I talked about this one briefly last night. I got another couple chapters read at lunch today, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't like the main character, but that's kind of the point. You're not supposed to like him because he is like a jerk, like big time. And I also commented last night that this is not, and I will stand by, this is not a young adult novel at all. It talks about him being in a relationship with two married people. It talks about his drug use at a club. I'm like, this is not YA. Like, even me reading what I read, I'm like scandalized. Like, so we shall see where that one lands.
You're gonna see. Hopefully, he gets that redemption, and his little heart grows bigger, right? Is that
and not something, like. We shall see. But anyway, so that's what
I'm young adult top. Like even the club, like
right, and that's the thing. And he's 21, I think. So that to me is more, and I hate the terminology, new adult.
Yeah.
That's like, it's college age to me. So again, we'll see. But I think I'm going to listen to it on audio and try and get a little bit more read tonight on that one. So let us know in the comments what you all are reading. Oh, lots of comments from everybody. And I'm waiting on pizza to be delivered. So, priorities. Hi, Tina. Hello, y'all. Good evening. I'm reading Apple Cider Slang by Julie Ann Lindsay. Excellent. Hello, Hannah. Howdy, y'all. Kev, hi everyone. Getting started with my category Christmas reads with The Christmas Bargain by Mindy Obenhaus. It has a tree farm setting. Oh, fun.
Oh.
That is a love inspired, I think. Nadine, hi Nadine. I'm reading Rancher's Wild Secret by Maisie Yates. God, see, look at this. My channel, we're getting all the category romance. Number 1 in the Gold Valley Vineyards. This is for the Holiday Readathon Bingo. Spicy Square. I'll be looking into her regular Gold Valley series next. They're all interconnected, but you don't have to have read one to read the others. Just takes place in the same town. Hello, Not Enough Bookshelves. Hello. Is it? Oh, I've been saying people's names wrong all day. Jenny? I'll say it's Jenny. Hi, everyone. Still reading Stranded in a Small Town Christmas by Shannon Stacy. I love Shannon Stacy.
I do too. I like Shannon
She's
Stacy.
fantastic. Did you read her novella, the one about the MMA fighter, Tiffany?
I don't think so.
Oh, you should look for that one. It was really
I'm not
good.
I normally novellas, unless they're like part of a series I love, I guarantee, but I will look into it.
It's a standalone, but it's a quick, fun read. And I think it's on audio.
Oh, okay.
If you want a quick little audiobook to read. Hey, Rena. Hey, everyone, she says. Melanie, hi all. Not sure what I'm reading yet. Well, keep us posted and let us know. You're reading Circus Train. Is that the book of the month one? Because I think that's the one I got with my book of the month. Let me know, Hannah. Jesse, hello, everyone. Tina, I'm also crocheting. I got supplies today. And learned today. Oh, congratulations.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's fantastic. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. Starting at 10 by Gretchen McNeil. I think I read that one. It's a thriller.
It's like the young adult version of And Then There Were None.
Maybe I had it on my TBR, but I didn't get to it because it does sound very familiar. Purple Rain. Hello, ladies. The Book of Candlelight by Ellery Adams, number 3. Sounds like a cozy.
It is.
Oh, so I was looking at the new side note. I was looking at the new Harlequin books coming out in January, and there is one for the romantic suspense line called Murder in the Bookstore, or A Very Bookish Murder or something. And as soon as I read the title, I'm like, is this a cozy mystery? Like, it had a cozy title.
It does sound like a cozy.
Has Harlequin gone cozy?
Right? That's what we need for an imprint.
Yeah.
Hi, Jen. Hello, everyone. I'm reading Rest Ye Murdered Gentlemen tonight. Excellent choice.
Love it.
Hi, Jessica. Hello, everyone. I did not have the best day today, so I'm going to attempt to read A Merry Little Meet Cute. Well, I hope you have a better evening, Jessica. It's Friday, and I hope it gets better for you.
Absolutely.
Hello. Hello. Tina, I don't know what I'm making yet. It might be a book sleeve or a beanie.
Just go with it. You'll pick what it is later.
And if it becomes a dishcloth, that's fine too.
Could be a blanket.
Or just keep going with the chain, and it's just a really long scarf.
That's right. Yeah, a really thin and long scarf. That's why I can't crochet. I've never been able to get it's too loose for me, like with the chain.
I get the chain too tight, and then it screws up the whole thing because it starts to go this way or this way, but I can't get it to go straight up.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
That is one of the hardest parts about learning for crochet, is how to not too tight or loose. It's just, and to keep it that same the whole way through.
And tensioning is the one thing. I can tension no problem with knitting, but I can't tension crochet. Lisa B, hey y'all. Rena said, I think I'm going to finish reading The Couple Next Door by Sherry LaPena. Only 50 pages left. Ooh, yay. Yes.
Got it.
Get a book done tonight. You can do this. Hi, Sina. Hi, evening all. Excuse me. Rebecca, how are you liking it? She's asking her. I'm reading Starlight and the Christmas Dare. Oh, I've got that one to read this week. That is the new one by Michelle Major. It's a special edition. I love the cover on it. Hearts and Who Done? Anita. See, names. Me and names. Forget it. After eating my roast chicken and mac and cheese dinner, I'll be continuing Christmas Scarf Murder. Excellent. Hello, Melmac. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Storm. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Murder with Clotted Cream by Karen Rose Smith. Number 5 in the Daisy Tea Garden, page 161 of 305. Excellent. Great job. Karen Rose Smith used to write for Harlequin. Side note. Rena, Rebecca, it's good. I'm just waiting to see how it all ends. Excellent. Not Enough Bookshelf says, I'm reading The Silence of the Flans by Laura Bradford.
Yay.
I started reading Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, really? Each to their own. Annie, hi everyone. Still reading Hollyberry Homicide. Hi, Annie.
Excellent.
I don't know if it is. I have Circus Train as an arc. Yes. Okay. So it is. It's the author's first name starts with an A, like Annika. I just got it. I ordered it from Book of the Month. It was my pick for the month of December. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Tina, I'm just going to start reading The Greek's Surprise Christmas Bride by Lynn Graham.
Nice.
Excellent. Excellent. And again, they are getting cozy. Hi, Courtney. Hi, everyone. I'm reading The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan. Yay. Let me know what you think. I did take mine back to the library, but I'll pick it up some year, I'm sure. Hi, Pat. Good evening, Sarah, Storm, and Tiffany. I finally got the Hoopla website fixed. Yay. So I'm going to be reading the 12 Sleighs of Christmas by Jacqueline Frost. Finishing up Mistletoe Murder by Karen McInerney. Thank you. Talking is a thing today. Suzanne, hi. Reading Rye Brown, Her Royal Spinus. Hello to all. Hello to you.
I love Her Royal Spinus. One of my all-time favorite series.
Oh, excellent. I'm reading Annette Galley Arc, Snowflakes and Secrets in the Scottish Highlands by Donna Ashcroft. Ooh, I love the title of that one.
I was going to say, Scottish Highlands has me on right.
Right? You know, like talk about checking the boxes. Jenny, are all Maisie Yates books stand alone within a series? There are so many that I didn't know if you should. I would say yes. Like really, I read the entire it's not Fool's Gold Valley series.
Gold Valley,
yeah, I read the whole thing out of order and was absolutely fine with it. You know, I say that about a lot of romance. You know how it's going to end. It's the journey, right?
It's just, you know, if they have like that overreaching arc, but if they don't, then it's okay. But
yeah, no, I mean, really with like Gold Valley or the Gold Valley Vineyards or anything at all like that, they just kind of take place in the same town. That's all.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it's more the historical romances that you need to read in order.
100%.
Because a lot of them will have some kind of a mystery element sometimes that you don't figure out until like the end of the series. So you have to read them in order.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes with the small town romances, I can't remember about the Gold Valley. It's not going to spoil it, but you'll have characters that know each other because it's a small town, and you might not have gotten to their story yet, or vice versa.
Agreed.
You know, but that's not really a spoiler. I mean, it's a romance. The ending is going to be a happy ever after.
Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, that's it. It's not like you're reading Harry Potter out of order. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, Elizabeth.
Hi, how's it going? We were eating dinner and I'm having neighbor dog drama, so I was late.
That's okay. That's okay. What are you reading?
The neighbor's dog is in my yard right now. Well, I did find my Kindle, so I didn't find it last night, but I found it like 30 minutes ago, so I can read that Amish Christmas book. I can even tell you what it's called once I pull it up. But I went to the library today and I picked up my holds. So now I have Silent Night, Deadly Night by Vicki Delaney.
Nice.
Love it.
I have Christmas in Snowflake Canyon by Ray
Ranthane.
Yeah. And then because I don't know why, I went ahead and grabbed this because I did listen to Fall. Okay. It's like 4-season thing. I don't know. It's kind of a existential over my head sort of fiction, but it's on Hoopla on audio, and I don't know. The first one was like I got to the end and I thought, what did I just listen to? But it was enough to like make me intrigued to read one more.
Try another one.
Try another one. Yeah.
How was the new job?
Yes.
Yes, very cool. I alphabetized the Christian fiction because it had not gotten done since the new owner took over. And it was pretty easy to learn how to do, how to make sales and pull in, like people bring in books. It's like a book exchange where people can bring in books for credit and all that. Yeah. So I was able to learn enough that after I'd been there a couple of hours, the owner had to go pick up his daughter from school. So I was there like another hour and a half by myself.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow. How many books did you buy on your first day?
I did not buy any. I kept it close though, because when I was sorting the Christian fiction, I would find a few random things that didn't belong there, and I found this Louisa May Alcott book that I'd never heard of, and I was like, oh, and I just finished reading a biography of her. And I thought, oh, I should get this. And I thought, no, I'm going to go put it where it belongs. And then if it's still here at the end of the day, maybe. But then somebody bought it. It was a big day for Alcott because somebody else bought like two books. And then this other lady, she bought that one. And maybe, I don't know, one of the. So I was like, okay, it's a big day for Louisa.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad your first day went well.
It did. It went well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Emily was there, and she went through 6 whole baskets of books and looked at every book in every basket.
That's awesome.
But she did find one that was torn, so we were able to mend that. And so, she was being useful. She was making sure all those books were good and for sale, ready for sale.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yeah. Have y'all you haven't done any sprints yet, right? Because you just started.
No. I figure we'll do the first sprint about 7:30 because that's what time my dinner should be here. So that'll work out well.
Okay. Tiffany always wants to know what's for dinner. So we had, since I knew it was going to be out all day, I made white bean soup in the crock pot.
Ooh.
And then picked up some Cuban bread on my grocery run after work. And so we had toasted Cuban bread with white bean soup.
That sounds delicious.
It was pretty good. Has lots of good spices in it. What are you having, Sarah?
Pizza. It's Friday. I don't want to cook anything.
I try to do a decent dinner on Friday because my husband fasts on Saturday. So I don't want him going to bed hungry or with,
Agreed.
He needs to have something substantial. So
absolutely. For sure. So Jesse is also reading a Maisie Yates, the Creatress Christmas Storm by Maisie Yates.
That's mine.
There it is. I love that cover. I love that cover.
I was like, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah.
You reading that right now, Storm?
No, not yet, but it's my spicy for the readathon.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with Maisie Yates. Hi everyone. New on the channel, I got drawn to Sarah due to my recently new like for Harlequin novels. She recommended Brenton Jackson, and I'm with the Westmorelands right now. Love from Columbia. Oh wow!
Excellent.
Welcome. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Actually, it's funny. The book I'm reading right now is a Harlequin, and in it, the main character calls out and says, "You're reading too much Mills and Boon, Harlequin," to the male lead. And I'm like, yay!
That's funny.
Not enough bookshelves. Storm, use a bigger hook for the chain, then change back to the hook you want to use. Go bigger by 1 size or 2 if you need to. I love to crochet.
Yeah, I need to do that. I got aggravated whenever I couldn't do it, and I quit. And I've got like quite a bit of yarn stashed over there. I just need to try again.
Yeah,
she'll be listening to audiobooks, and she'll be like...
I need to get busy on mine. I showed you the big yarn cake, and I haven't done anything.
Oh wow, that's huge!
Holy cow!
Huge. It's 2 of them for one Afghan, and
good Lord,
it's like bigger than her head,
right?
I know. I got a blanket that I need to. I got a blanket that I need to be working on, but when my fingers like ache, it's hard to do the crochet, but I need to get back, finish that.
That's true.
Sorry about the dogs. There's an extra one in our backyard right now because the neighbor won't take her dog. She's having some mental issues, and she broke her fence, and he's a big dog, and she won't take him inside. And he's just he's a black dog running around out in the yard. And so I tried to take him home, and she's like, he's not my dog anymore. Take him. I don't care. Take him to the pound. And I don't know. I was like, oh my lands. How do I get involved in these things?
Neighbor drama.
I like living out in the country sometimes.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't want to take him to the pound, but we'll figure out something in the morning. Hopefully she'll come in the morning like sober and say, okay, please give me my dog. But I don't know.
Aw, poor puppies.
I know. He's a sweet dog.
Melmac, I'm not surprised that Karen Rose Smith used to write for Harlequin. This cozy series is like a soap opera. Probably, yeah. And I'm about 20% into the book, and it's a feeler. Okay, good to know. I'm
All
looking
the
forward to that one.
feels.
Breezy and
Hey,
hello.
Breezy.
Off to work this evening, so I'm working on Swan for the Money by Donna Andrews. Still the best title,
Yay.
hands down.
That series.
Meg Langslow, gotta love her.
I feel like so many people in the Killing Time with Cozies group read her, and I need to give it a try. I haven't read any of
It's a
those.
fun series.
I need
I've
to
read
get
one of them and I really did like them.
Cool.
I think I've read like 13 or 14, but there's now 31, so I'm way behind.
They're catching
Are
up
they
to
on
do.
audio?
Yeah.
Are they on Hoopla or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they're
good.
really good on audio too. At least I thought so.
Okay.
Pat says my roommate has 5 cats and a baby mouse came into my room, so they're watching to see where the mouse is coming out.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Ooh.
Got one over here and one over here and one. They're all like, we
Right?
got all the bases covered.
Oh, Melmac. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Melmac.
What? What did she do?
Oh, stop it.
I missed it.
She said hi to everybody else but you. She said hi to you
She wasn't
individually, but
here
all of
yet.
us. She said
You're
hi
an
to
instigator.
everybody together.
She is.
That's no excuse. That's no
She did
excuse.
say hi to
Melmac?
me. I don't know what you're talking about. She did say hi to me.
She's
She's
causing
making fun of
shenanigans.
Because she always says, hi, hi, Storm, hi, Tiffany, hi, Sarah,
Uh-huh.
at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
but you weren't here, so she couldn't put you in it. So she said it's separate. So she's
Yeah.
giving her a hard time.
Well, that was
Because
very nice.
She's stirring the
just
pot,
you not
if you
being here
will.
is no excuse.
She's yep, there. She's just wanting to roll your eye thing there. That Mel
Right?
She's just
Right?
wanting-
Okay.
Jessica, hello everyone. I'm reading The 12 Slaves of Christmas by Jacqueline Frost, Julianne Lindsay, and only have 4 chapters left. You will get it done tonight.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Love that.
Melmac.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
Vicky
your
Delaney
Christmas
announced the
tree.
title of the 6th year-round Christmas book. It's scheduled to be released August of 2023. Can't remember the
Nice.
title off the top of my head. I posted on Discord. Well, Melmac, what good are you then? Why would you
I
post that
will
whole
go
message
look
and
right
not
now
give us the
because-
title?
One of my favorite series, year-round Christmas. I'll go look.
I would never bring a full paycheck home if I worked in a bookstore. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's the consensus for most of us.
True.
Max Storm, is Maisie Yates one of your out of order series?
I think so, yeah, because
It is,
it's
yes.
number 4.
It is,
It's number 4. Yeah.
which is making her twitch. Annie, not enough bookshelves. Thanks for that crochet tip. I never thought of that, and my chains are too small. Yes, that is a good tip. Jessica Melmac, starting that series this December. You're welcome to Annie. Oh, there's the eye roll.
Yeah.
Was waiting
Hey,
for it.
wait, I got an eye roll?
Yeah.
I think we all got it.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just saying that me picking on
Wasn't
Melmac is
directed.
my love language to Melmac.
I know it is.
It's like the comment, the next comment, though. It's funny.
Yeah. Meg Langslow is excellent on audio. Tiffany just says that because she wants an eye roll. Tiffany earns all the eye rolls. Tiffany is an instigator. That's what I say.
Wait. Now we've gone too far. Hold on.
The line has
Do you
been
not
crossed.
see behind the antlers the halo?
No, I'm seeing those as horns.
They're horns that are holding up the halo.
The halo, yeah. It's kind of crooked, but it's there.
It's dangling off of one of the horns.
Instigator. I can't believe you'd say it.
Oh, we love you, Tiffany.
Oh, I'm just messing with her.
Yeah,
I
I
was
love a good
like-
instigator, right?
Just got home from work reading A Fright
Okay.
to the Death by Dawn Eastman or listening to Xander and the Lost Islet of Monsters. Both of them sound not so Christmassy, but they sound delightful. And that's fine. You don't have to read holiday books.
Absolutely.
Have Yourself a Deadly Little Christmas. That's the title of the 6th book in the year-round Christmas. Thank you, Melmac, and I was only
Thanks,
teasing.
Melmac.
Of course.
That's cute.
That halo is hanging on by a thread. You can't see, but she might be giving you the
Feels
finger.
pretty attached to me.
Jessica Melmac. Love the song titles for that series. Seriously. I mean, the titles are so good.
They are.
Melmac, that's right, Sarah. Those antlers are hiding horns. Although I'm surprised the antlers covered the horns, they have to be huge horns. And she does the devil emoji. Tiffany's like, what did I do? I just got here.
Me?
The angel?
I was just looking on Hoopla. It looks like it skips around a little bit, or unless some of them aren't connected to the series. I was looking up the Meg Langslow series. So, but I will try it in 2023. But my main goal for 2023 is to get through as many of my own books as I can get on audio as I can. Because my theory is that if I can zip through as many as I can on audio, I can let those books go and clear up space in my house.
If you look up Murder with Peacocks, it's on there on audio.
Oh, yeah, I see them. I'm just saying there's a few that it looks like if you click on the series and go through, it skips a little bit.
Jumps around.
But yeah, I just don't
know about doing that sometimes with the series. I look up the name, I look up the author, I look up the series name, and then I'm like, okay, it's not there.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Elizabeth, that series, after you read the first one, if you're just like, it's all right, read the second one before you make any decisions. Because that is a series that I actually think the first one is probably most people's least favorite because there's so much going on that it doesn't give a very good representation of the rest of the series.
So don't judge it.
That's why I keep saying I need to try the second one, because I tried the first one and I gave it 3 stars. I thought it was just okay, but it was real busy. And
next year, Storm, you need to do second in series September.
Yeah.
Just
I thought you were going to say second in the series 2022, but
no, we'll just make it 1 month. Second series September. Second in series September. It's a thing. Yeah. But anyway, should we jump into a sprint a few seconds early because my pizza's here and I'm hungry?
Oh, sure, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Go eat.
So we will sprint for 30 minutes, like to the top of the hour.
Come back at 0.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. That sounds good
because
to me.
Not an instigator, says whatever makes you happy, Sarah.
Hanging with y'all. There we go. Enjoy. Happy reading, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit.
Happy reading.
How'd everybody do with their sprints?
Good. I'm at 72% into this one. So
Nice. Very good.
I finished Cinco de Mayhem. I gave it 4 cups of coffee.
Awesome.
And I'm starting on audio A Ghostly Demise, which is the 3rd book in the Southern Ghost series by Tanya Kappas. And I'm loving that series. I'm at 90-some% in the other book, but I just can't do an ebook. My eyes are just too tired.
Excellent.
And I did pick up my ebook and I finished the chapter that I was on. It was like I got through about 3%. I think now I'm at like 31% or something. So it's progress. Every little bit counts, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
I am at 32% total.
Awesome. I ate my dinner and then I came up.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's called An Amish Christmas at the Apple Blossom something.
I'm just picturing the apple blossom something.
I don't know if it's Apple Blossom Inn or Apple Blossom something. What is? I can't tell.
I just want to say I feel like
show
you
your
should leave that comment
thing
up
again.
the rest of the night.
What's
What'd
that,
you say?
Tiffany?
I said I just want to say you should leave that comment up the rest of the night.
For Tiffany with the heart, yeah.
From Mel Mac.
Yes, from
Show
Mel Mac.
the thing you were
So
working
I'm
on.
adding another square into my blanket. Today's square
Oh, I love
Nice.
it.
is, you can't see the yard. It's called Christmas lights, actually.
Cute.
So, yeah.
It's very neat.
And I'm at 17% of You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince on audio. And I put it on audio and I'm like, it's weird to say, but the narrator's voice makes the character softer. Like it's not as harsh as when I was reading it in print.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So we'll see how this goes. But I'm 20% of the way through.
Is he a Grinchy type character?
Very, very much so. He's very privileged. Father has money, like old money. And the mother she writes YA novels that are very popular. Like, I was thinking A Court of Thorn and Roses, like the author of, right?
Okay,
yeah. So he's talking about his Gucci watch and his Prada bag and his blah, blah, blah. And it's a little much. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get it. He's got money.
Dropping all the brand names.
Right? It's like name dropping for brand names. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome. Smiles from Melmac. Storm is developing a nervous tick because she's reading series out of order. By the end of December, the poor thing's going to need to read just like an entire series in order. Cav said, I say skip the first Meg Langslow book. Pretend it doesn't exist.
But does it give you some like backstory of the characters and stuff? I mean, if you want to read it for the character development, I would think you shouldn't skip it.
It's just that there's like 3 weddings in it, so it's really busy.
Okay.
And so it's like one of the like there's like a couple weddings too many. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on.
The weddings
and
too
so
many.
it's like
That's hilarious. Cheryl says, a fright with death takes place in winter shortly after Christmas. Excellent. Excellent. Cheryl says, I have a cup of hot chocolate tea from David's and I'm ready to read. That is one of my favorite teas from them.
That sounds really good.
It does sound good.
Hello, Danielle. Welcome, welcome. Melissa. Hi, Sarah and everyone. Currently reading Devil in Winter by Lisa Kleypas. Good choice. Have you tried the David's flavor for today? Yes, I did have it. The pumpkin pie. No, not pumpkin pie. Sweet potato pie tea. I didn't mind it. I wouldn't buy it, but it was fine to drink for today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that from like your advent calendar?
From my advent calendar. Yeah. Yeah.
Did it just start yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday was cranberry ginger ale tea, which was delicious.
Oh.
And today was the sweet potato pie.
I would drink both of those.
Yeah.
They were delicious. Melanie. Okay, I've decided on a book. I'm going to read The Broken Spine by Dorothy St. James. I also brewed myself a cup of day 2 from David's Tea Advent Calendar, sweet potato pie. Yes. What do you think about it, Melanie?
Share your
Like
thoughts.
Kairu is getting some scritches.
Oh,
Scritches,
yes.
scratches.
Oh, yes. He's my boy. He's my boy.
I listened to 3 chapters of Christmas Murder Game. Excellent. Great job.
Oh, who's that by? I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. Share with us,
Christmas Murder
Cheryl.
Game.
Melanie is on page 18. Hannah May, it's 29%. Fantastic. Just got here. Welcome, Barbara. You're right on time. Melmac read 15 pages. Good job, Melmac. Lisa, 8% into One Night in Christmas by Debbie Mason. Nice. She's a good author.
I need to read a Debbie Mason. I've got one on my shelf.
Her covers, I think she does an entire Christmas series, like it's set in a town called Christmas or something like that, but they take place all year round.
Oh.
So I looked up the book that Cheryl said she's reading, The Christmas Murder Game. It's by Alexandra Benedict. It's got a Christmas tree and keys as the ornaments, and it says 12 clues, 12 keys, 12 days of Christmas. But how many will die before 12th night? That sounds pretty good.
That does sound pretty good, actually. Thanks, Cheryl, for sharing that with us.
I need to see, because we're looking for something Christmassy for our mystery book club to read next year. We're like putting our list together for next year. I need to see if our library has any of those.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
You should let Mel put your list together.
Yeah.
For the next few years. She'll get that done for you.
She already has it done. What are you talking about?
Right? Yeah, she's like, here you go, Elizabeth. Here's the list.
She's like, it's in your mailbox right now.
It just came out this year. Cheryl, how did you find out about it? Did you see another booktuber talking about it, or did they send you
at the library,
at the ARC or library, or what?
Anita got to 55%. Great job. Rebecca got to chapter 5. Excellent. Cav read 50 pages, and I'm really enjoying the story so far. Fun, meet cute, and the Christmas tree farm is a great angle. I do love the Christmas tree farm scenario. There was a book I read a couple Christmases ago. I think it was called One Light or First Light by Jay Asher. It's a YA book, but the girl, her family owns a Christmas tree farm. And it was a really cute YA romance. I liked it a lot.
This one's a Christmas tree ranch.
Ooh. I don't know what it is about Christmas tree farms. I just think they're kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool too.
Tina said, I talked to my mom because she finished work and now I'm eating dinner. And what are we having for dinner? She has it a couple rows down. I almost finished. You'll finish it on the next sprint, my dear.
Nice.
Tina says, I had chicken fingers, Brussels sprouts, and a couple of sweet potato fries.
Yum.
Purple Rain Hearts, 25 pages. Great job. Cheryl says, I'm knitting a wrap for a Christmas present for my sister-in-law. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's sweet.
Excellent. Courtney, I'm on page 29 of the Christmas bookshop, and it's just okay so far. The book is borrowed from the library, and it's large print. I'm in heaven. I also made my grocery list for the upcoming week. Great job.
Wow.
I love large print books. You just feel like you just fly through them. Cheryl made it to 15%. Jessica, I finished the 12 Slaves of Christmas. Now I will have to continue. How dare she end it in that way? Loved it. Gave it 5 stars. Fantastic. Fantastic.
That's a great series.
I remember how it ends.
Hey, Kairu.
He says hello, don't you, baby? Yeah, he says hello. He says hello.
Mona's almost at the end of her book.
Good
Melissa,
job.
I loved Cranberry Ginger Ale too. Same thoughts on the tea for today. Cheryl, I always buy the David's Advent Calendar when it goes on sale after Christmas.
Does it not go on sale until after Christmas?
It's on sale right now, actually. They put it on sale for like Black Friday. But the issue is it's like, are you going to get it in time to do that?
Right, but I mean, you could just jump in where you are and then have a few left over.
Exactly. You know, you don't have to follow it, you know, like.
Or you could have 2 cups a day until you catch up, you know.
Right. Well, each thing gives you enough for 2 servings.
Oh, nice.
Which is
So
nice.
But when you have a Vlogmas planned, you need it right then.
Thank you. Hello. David's tea should sponsor my Vlogmas going forward.
You're right.
Sponsored by David's Tea and Harlequin.
They should.
I fail to see a problem with this.
They clearly they go hand in hand.
Right. I'm loving this. Excellent, Melanie. Mel Mac, cranberry ginger ale tea sounds delicious. It was like cranberry ginger ale without the fizz.
Wow.
It was really good. Cheryl, Christmas Murder Game is by Alexandra Benedict. Not a cozy, a fun mystery book. So there we go.
Excellent.
Melanie says, I'm loving this tea. Excellent. It came out this year, last month.
Yeah, I saw them.
Arena says, I only read 16 pages, got distracted by Instagram. That's a thing. That's a problem. 100%. Jessie read 3 chapters. And yes, she said she saw another booktuber talking about it. Melmac, I'm making a list, checking it twice.
For the next 5 years, yeah.
Tis the season. Chanel, hello. I'm looked on David's Tea website today, and they sell the cranberry ginger ale. I'm in the U.S. Not sure if that makes a difference. Yes, it was not showing here in Canada. I could not get it in Canada. I was so mad. I did see a cute mug with a sloth on it, though, but I couldn't justify buying a mug.
$20 in January. Okay.
Usually David's Tea. Yeah. Because at regular price, it's $55. It's not cheap. It's pricey, but to me, it's worth it. But, Barbara, I only have 3 hours left on Girls Sleuth, the Nancy Drew book. It's so good. Yeah, I took it back to the library. I just wasn't in the mood for nonfiction, but I would like to get to it next year because what I read, I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I put that. It's on Scribd, I think, and I put it on mine.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm about to choose my first holiday read. I have 6 to choose from. Well, share with us.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll vote.
Yeah.
I don't think you were asking, but I'm just saying.
We're offering our services.
Free of charge.
Absolutely. Pat says, I didn't do much reading because the cats are chasing the mouse. Right now I have 5 cats under my bed. All my books on my Kindle Fire, and that's charging.
Oh my goodness.
That poor mouse is getting ganged up on.
My one cat, Bernard, is the mouser, and he's gotten a couple of them here in the house. And last year, I didn't know what it was until the next morning. And if I had realized it at the time, I would have lost my mind. But he came into the room and threw something on the bed while I was sleeping. And I felt it. I thought it was a cat toy. And I flicked the blankets, right? And I went back to sleep. And I got up in the morning and there was a dead mouse in my room. I'm like, oh my God, it was a dead mouse. He was bringing it saying, Mom, look what I found for you.
Yeah.
How dare you treat his prize like that?
Right? I hunted that for you. Hannah, Harlequin can even send you the books to talk about. I can't complain. Harlequin has treated me very well. They have sent me some stuff and what have you. So I just want them to send me all the things. That's all.
Right.
Great job, Annie. Shred for him. Steve was saying in one of his videos, he's like, or he sent me an email. He's like, he goes, reach out to Harlequin, just tell him to send you every book every month, and you will talk about them at some point. That sounds great.
Sounds fair.
Right? Annie read 40 pages. To Shannon, hello, evening all. Happy to join and catch up on the book chatter. Well, welcome. Mona, she finished her book. Great, yay!
Excellent.
Melmac, I'm getting inspired with ideas for next year. Storm, I'm thinking Nora Roberts Advent Calendar. A new Nora Roberts book each day to put on the following year's TBR.
Probably has enough.
By the end of this live show,
I'll
have it for you.
There's probably enough Nora Roberts books that exist that you can.
Well, there you go. That would give me something to do for Vlogmas because I never have anything to do. I'll be like, Melmac says.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Say if you were I don't know if you're a tea drinker, but I'll put together an Advent for you and I'll mail it to you, and then you can have that. That's hilarious. Cheryl, yes, the tea Advent is worth it. I just don't have the money this year. No, absolutely understandable. And I mean, I had to save money for that because we didn't really have the money either, but I had to have it.
That's
So,
a good
yeah.
idea to grab it after Christmas and
Yeah,
get it
that's
for
smart.
half price.
Mhm. They had another one that I saw that came out, and it was Around the World or something. It was $75. I'm like, now you're asking a little much. Like,
Is that through
it's
David's
tea,
too?
people. It's not gold. Relax.
Right. Is that through David's too?
That's through David's too. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, if they actually got the tea from all those different countries, there probably is more
I could
cost involved in.
sort of justify it, but it still seems even the $55 for the advent calendar seems a little much for me. I wish that I know in years past they included an ornament one year, like a really nice silver ornament. One year they included like a really nice spoon, like a, you know, and I thought for that price they should include a little gift of some kind, even a coupon for like, later, right? But
Yeah.
that's just me.
They should include the little thing you steep it in or whatever.
No, that's it. You got to have bags to steep it in. So,
Oh.
or the doohickey.
Yeah, like
whatever.
the little that's why I said they should put one like a different.
I concur.
Yeah, diffuser.
A unique
Yeah,
one that you
the
haven't seen.
infuser. Yeah. You're right. I agree. Mel Mac, there's definitely enough Nora Roberts books. When her publicist recommended The Witness, she mentioned that it was Nora's 200th book, and that one came out several years ago.
Wow.
She's written, I think maybe about 700 or something like that.
Oh my lord!
I read that somewhere.
Wow.
Right, that much.
Yeah, because The Witness came out in 2012. So.
Wow.
I did not realize there was that many.
I was thinking 50 to 100. Like that's where my mind was going.
Well, no, I knew there had to be more than that because even the
JD Rod has like 55 books or something.
Yeah, if you include that too, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Debbie Macomber's written. She's got to be up there too.
Well, hers is not more than 200. I think it's probably, it's definitely over 100. But I've been working on a list of hers and I've read 75, I think, or more of hers.
Wow.
But,
and at least half of them are Christmas themed.
And I haven't read most of those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more into her series books. This year I read the Heart of Texas series and I loved it. So I've got to figure out what series I'm going to read next year.
I think she's like my most read author.
She is mine. Yeah.
Ellery Adams is probably my most read author.
Who?
Ellery Adams.
Oh, Ellery Adams, really?
I've read all of her series except for the Book and Scone, the Secret Book and Scone Society.
Okay.
I need to read that.
That's a fun idea for a video. I remember when Chloe did that from Always Booked, Sarah, she did a whole video on her most read authors. And so that inspired me to look it up. And I discovered that mine was also Debbie Macomber. Hers was too. And my second most read author is J.A. Jance.
Okay.
Oh.
Love her. Yeah.
That one will probably be Len Cahoon for me.
Yeah.
Mine would be N.M. Martin because I've read the entire Babysitter's Club series twice.
Right.
So I would have to say that, to be completely honest. But as an adult, I would probably say it'd probably be like Heather Graham or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then if you if you think about it that way, like Nancy Drew, like how many of those did you read when you were a kid? I know Carolyn Keene's not a real, like it's a, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's interesting to think about.
It was a writing team.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, the 6 books to choose from. Twisted Tea by Laura Childs. Christmas with the Seal by Tawny Weber. Really different here. The Tale of the Nutcracker by Alexander Dumas. The Quiet Little Woman by Louisa May Alcott. I think The Quiet Little Woman, it's short and sweet and I loved it. Or A Christmas Carol by Dickens and The King's Christmas Air by Lynn Graham.
So that's probably a romance.
I'm voting for the cozy mystery in the group. I'm so excited that you had a cozy mystery. So I'm of course voting for Twisted Tea by Laura Childs.
Well, okay. With a caveat, are you reading them out of order or have you already read everything leading up to that? That's my question. Because that's pretty far down the series.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say the one by Tawny Weber. I do love Tawny Weber.
Gotta go with the classic A Christmas Carol.
I love A Christmas Carol too.
And Louisa May Alcott seems to be my author of the day. I just finished reading a biography, and then all these people her books were selling at the bookstore today. So,
I mean,
Mhm.
Louisa
I don't think I've
May
ever
Alcott
read
is a
Quiet
good
Little
one.
Woman.
I haven't either, but I like Louisa May Alcott.
Does she have over 200, Cheryl? She
Here it
may.
says that's what Google
She
says.
has 367 books, Debbie Maycomer.
Wow.
But some of them have been repackaged in like pairs and stuff.
Well, I
and
went
those-
on.
they might be counting those as separate books.
They could be doing that for Nora Roberts as well, because a lot of her stuff has been reprinted.
This is Debbie Maycomer's book list by published date. And it does all of the books, and then at the end it says total books 376 books.
Okay, I didn't think
Wow.
there were.
She started writing in 1983.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have. I
Wow.
think one of her first, and when she was writing for her or Silhouette.
I read what I thought was her first book for a challenge one time. It said read an author's first book. I looked it up. This is what it told me, and I read it. And then later I got another list, and that wasn't the first one, according to whatever other list. So I was like,
You tried.
close,
According
yeah.
to this, Starlight, a Silhouette book from 1983, is her first book.
Okay. And I'm trying to think which one I read. I don't think it was that one.
But the great
It was
thing
about
about
it has a girl with a guitar on the front.
the great thing about like Nora Roberts and Debbie Maycomer and Heather Graham, who got her start writing for Harlequin Silhouette, is that because they're so big, you can find their books republished in Kindle editions. So it's not like you have to hunt out that first book that was put out years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Nora Roberts is not one person, but a collective name of a whole company sitting up and typing up names. Now I'm picturing all those monkeys. What's that? Like if 1,000 monkeys are typing.
Oh, that's funny.
Nora Roberts is my most read author, which I know is a shock to some of you. My most read cozy author is Amanda Flower. Yes, correct, Mel Mac.
Yay.
Probably
Actually, my
mine
most
too.
read cozy author would be Lillian Jackson Braun.
Well, yeah, because
Right.
I've read all of hers, so
Mhm.
that's probably mine. Trying to think who has but right
Maybe
up there,
Joanne Fluke.
Joanne Fluke. 'Cause I've
Oh,
caught up
good
with
point.
hers.
But I haven't read all the way through the Hannah Swenson series yet. So.
Mine might be Hannah Swenson, but
Mhm.
I'm not sure about cozy authors because I also, like Storm, have read a lot of different series from Ellery Adams and several, so I don't know about cozy author, but by far and away Debbie Maycomer is my most read author.
I think that this would be a fun video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in all reality, like pick different genres. My most read this author, my most read that author.
This year, my most read author is probably Stuart Gibbs.
Yeah, and then you could do like a most read author by year.
Yeah.
I think that would be really interesting. Just saying.
it's a fun topic.
Storm, I'm messaging you on Discord, says Anita.
Okay.
Mel Mac, I like the Tea Shop series. These books are comfort reads for me.
So are you reading them in order, or are you just picking them up? Is that? I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the screen to see who said
No,
that.
you're fine. You're fine.
I'm on Goodreads right now, trying to see.
Anita says, Mel Mac, she loves that series. Cheryl, I want to read all of Debbie's backlist, but I'm not putting a time frame on it.
Oh, so it was Mel Mac that said I love T-Shop. Who was it that we're voting for that said she was reading?
It's Dina.
Dina. Okay, Dina. Did Dina answer my question? Are you reading them in order?
I will
Dina?
read the 4 books that y'all mentioned in order. Tawny Weber's Christmas with a Seal first. Thank you. I've read the Tea Shop Cozy series, and this is the latest. So there you go. She's read them in order.
Okay, then I wholeheartedly stand behind that vote.
Yes. I'm so excited that you read a cozy. Yay.
Yeah.
Mel Mac says a lot of Nora Roberts books have been released, and a lot of her older books have been republished as part of anthologies, 2-in-1s, etc. And I love getting those, and I pick up the Debbie Maycomer ones as well. The new packaging, they're just so pretty. I just want them on my shelves. Hermione, hi Hermione, hi everyone. I'm finishing up Broken Vow by Sophie Lark on Kindle. Fantastic. Re-released, not released. Yes, figured as much. Hannah, mine would be Janet Ivanovich.
Oh,
There you go. Yep.
You know,
True enough.
that would be close with Hannah Swenson. Yeah.
You caught up with them too?
I'm waiting on number 29 right now, which is the
Wow.
latest one out.
I didn't like the guy in the book I read. Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Matt Carson to dance. Where are you in the tea shop series? I will pick up with book 6 next year.
I feel a
smell a
buddy
buddy read.
discussion coming on.
Yeah, I smell a buddy read. Nadine. My most read author is Sue Grafton.
I think I'm on book 6.
And Annie says, mine is Lucy Maud Montgomery. I've read almost all of hers, about 30.
Yeah,
There you go.
I've read most of those too. I think I've read everything by her, and and then read most of them again for the More Montgomery Challenge. She's probably my most reread author that I've read everything twice.
I should just read one of her books once.
Yeah, you should read Anna Green for sure.
Considering she is Canadian and all. No, I can't say that.
It.
I read
Great book.
the Avonlea series. Is that a thing?
No, there's a
The TV show The Road to Avonlea?
Road to Avonlea, and the books those are based on is The Story Girl and Golden Road.
I've read those because I watched the show because it was on the CBC here in Canada.
Okay, so you read
I
Story
have
Girl?
read her. I just haven't read her more famous works. I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
Something.
And there is the second Anne book is called Anne of Avonlea, because they all the books kind of are supposed to take place in the all on
in that
PEI.
universe, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Cheryl says mine might be James Patterson, but these days I'm kind of wondering if he's actually writing the new books. Nowadays, the only books that have his name on them are the Alex Cross. My husband gets so mad at that too. We're in the Walmart, and he's like, you see like James Patterson, and you pick it up, and it's like writing with this person, So he's just like putting his name on it to sell a book. I think Hannah Swenson would be my most read cozies as well. That and Meg Langslow series. Yep. Sorry I'm late in reading Sarah J. Maas, reread Throne of Glass, and dog book To My Dogs called Soldier Dogs. Oh, that's adorable. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
It's amazing.
I need to read Anne of Green Gables. You and me both, Hermione.
Yeah.
Not Enough Bookshelf says my most read author is Monica Ferris.
Oh, I'm
the knitting cozy series, right?
Today
okay.
Tie Dye. I've listened to I'm on probably about halfway done. It's book 12, and I decided there's 19 in the series. I've already checked out all the rest on Hoopla. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the series.
Awesome.
Binge. Got a binge coming on.
Pat says, I'm going to tell you all good night. I've been sick all day hugging the porcelain. Aw. Plus, these cats have calmed down now under my bed. I only have 2 chapters to read in Mistletoe Murder. Well, I hope you feel better, Pat, and take care. And we'll see you on the next sprints.
Yes. Absolutely. Feel better.
Cheryl, Anne of Green Gables is my all-time favorite book and movie.
It's awesome.
Nice.
I've never read the book or watched the movie.
And by the movie, I'm assuming you're talking about the Megan Follows version. But stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a video. I've been researching all the adaptations and watching. Like, they go back as early as 1919. That was a silent film. There's one from 1934. Wow. But the 1919 one has been lost. But I don't know. You'll have to watch the video. I'm going to tell about it. But
I haven't watched any of the movies.
Wow.
If you ever watch one, watch the Megan Follows version. The one that was done in the 90s. That's the best one for sure. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I just didn't read Anne. I didn't read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I didn't read any of those classic children's because I guess I thought I was too cool for that crap. So I was reading Anne Rice and stuff.
You had already gone way on past.
Right. I'm like, no, I'm done. I went right from the Babysitter's Club to Interview with the Vampire. Gonna sign off. Internet is being spotty. Thank you for the sprint. It helped me get out of reading slump. Oh, glad to hear it, Rebecca. Thank you for joining us. Same for James Patterson. I finished his 22 series in 3 months. He's my mom's favorite author. That's awesome.
Wow.
I read Anne of Green Gables last year, and it was in my top 5 reads of the year. I smiled the entire time I was reading it.
Aw.
Yeah, it's great.
Whoops. Cheryl, yes, Megan Follows will always be Anne to me. Anna, my mom loves Anne of Green Gables. Shannon says, my most read cozy author is probably Lillian Jackson Braun, since her Cat Who series is so long. Agreed. But Hannah says, I read some of Narnia. I didn't like them. It was too preachy for me. Okay, I think that's why I put them down too. But that's... I'm sure I started it at some point. Watching
I didn't read fantasy type stuff back then, so I guess it just never appealed to me because I've never read it.
I get like I don't have a memory of reading the book, but I might have, or maybe it's pop culture, because like we'll joke with our cat, like he wants in the closet, and I'll always say it's not Narnia. Like you don't go through the but how do I know that from not? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I've seen the movies.
I've never seen the movies either, so I know I haven't seen the movies. And with an E on Netflix. Is that like an adaptation or something of it?
It's just it's just a
imagining or something.
It is just another adaptation of Anne of Green Gables. It's not even modernized. It's not like a retelling. It's just another movie version, another TV show version. It's a TV series version, and I mean, there's also a PBS version that's not very old, and I guess because it's I don't know, is it public domain now? I don't know. If somebody wants
and with the E's, just like Pride and Prejudice and all those. You got this series, you got this adaptation, that adaptation, that adaptation.
So Storm, I've been looking on Goodreads trying to figure out the Debbie Maycomer book I read that I was under the impression was her first book. It's Heart Song. It says first published 1984. So when did you say her first one
83.
was? 83. Okay. So
yeah,
I don't know
if I remember, Heart Song was the next one on the list.
Okay.
So you almost had it.
You were so close. It counts.
So close.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Elizabeth, Anne of Green Gables, 6 of the 8 novels in the series are all available through public domain.
Okay, 6 of them are. Okay.
And 2 of the Emily of New Moon are now available through public domain. The 3rd Emily book will enter the public domain in 2023.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait, Netflix canceled it? Well, there's 3 seasons, right? I mean, it's still on. They're just not making new ones. Maybe.
Cozy Mystery is probably MC Beaton. I'm not going to continue with Agatha Raisin with the new author. And when I get to the last Hamish Macbeth, actually written by MC, I'll be done as well. Cheryl.
Okay, so what?
Cheryl, I have a question about that. Are you not going to continue because have you read one from the new author and you don't like it, or you're just afraid you're not going to like it, or you just don't care? I was just curious because
what's the reasoning? Agreed.
Yeah.
No, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I've heard things like, for instance, Tony Hillerman, when he died, his daughter took over and started writing him. And I know I've talked to a couple people who have continued reading him, and they still like him. They're just different, They're not the same.
Case in point, the Cat Who series.
Well, except that those still have her name on them. So that's, that
but
makes
everyone who read those books knew damn well that was not her who wrote those last few books, because they don't exist.
When they're that drastic of a difference, you can.
Yeah, the series stops at a certain point to me.
Yeah. And when you get to the very last one, it's just so sadly awful. It's like, oh my goodness.
I know. That's just yeah.
In all reality, with this comment with what Sarah said earlier, my all-time probably most read author, including kids, would be Anne M. Martin, because I read the entire Babysitter Club, the specials, the specials. I mean, like, ridiculous. I was ridiculous. So
all of them, and a couple times the specials.
Yes. So I guess
I can't remember
weren't
half
really
the
my
stuff I read
all-time.
as a kid. I can't believe you guys. I can't remember.
You what?
This was iconic, though. This is why I remember it, is because the Babysitters Club was iconic. It was the series that got me reading in the first place.
I mean, I was obsessed with it, Storm.
Mhm.
I can't even tell you.
Well, I think I was always reading, you know, like I think I might have come out of the womb reading. I remember always reading,
Your poor
but
mom.
I just don't remember what I was reading. Like me and my mom, we went to the library all the time. I spent all the time in the library. I just don't quite. I remember that when I was about 12 or 13 or something, I read Pet Cemetery for the first time. That's about the only thing I can remember. It's like I went from like the little kids' books to
I was
that.
about to say, yeah,
Anne Rice.
You did like I did, yeah. But no, like I remember
we
the
were still
series
very
books. Like
young
I remember
adult
reading
when
those.
we
I
were
remember reading
younger.
Nancy Drew. I remember the Sweet Valley series. You know what I mean? Like I don't remember though. Or I remember reading the Fear Street and the Christopher Pike and that
Yes.
stuff too, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But I don't remember anything I read for school probably because it was crap and I wasn't interested.
We didn't read a lot for school. I'm like, I feel like our school like didn't push reading like classics or whatever it is, because I don't remember anything except for the Red Badge of Courage, and I hated it, and that's the reason why. Maybe that's why I remember it. Because
I remember reading that in college.
The only book I remember reading in public school, like in, before high school, was The Chrysalids. And I can't remember who wrote it, but it was like a post-apocalyptic, creepy. And I think that's what soured me on those kind of books. I'm like, that book was just weird. Didn't like it. Not recommended. Anyway, shall we do some sprints until the top of the hour? Then we'll come back and finish off the comments.
Sure.
All right. So 24 minutes of reading, my friends.
Happy reading.
Happy reading, everybody. How did we all do on our sprints?
83%.
Oh, nice. I started I was trying to see what the actual series is called. So I started A Ghostly Demise. It's the Ghostly Southern Cozy Mystery series by Tanya Kappas. And I'm loving it.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. I
How
read
about you,
2
Elizabeth?
chapters, got to 38%.
Ooh, nice.
So a full 10% for the night.
Ooh.
And now I'm going to concentrate on getting as much done as I can for the rest of the night on my audiobook, because I kind of want to try to average an audiobook a day this month. So that's where I am. But since I worked today, I don't really consider it work. It was fun.
I feel like that too. I work today as well.
But it's nice that you like what you're doing, so that
Agreed.
it's fun instead of.
And all my life, I've been blessed with jobs that I could read at work. Like even substitute teaching, there's times when I can read. At Disney, we would be on a half hour, off half hour. In college, I worked as a desk clerk in the residence hall. When we were getting out of debt, I worked overnight at a motel. So I've always been blessed with jobs where I could read, and I could read at this job. But since the new owner took it over recently, they're doing a lot of like reorganization and stuff. So there's stuff to do, and I'm happy to do it, because when I used to go in as a customer with the previous owner, I would see he had some college kids working, and I would see them reading, and I'm thinking, if I worked here right now, I would be getting these middle grade books alphabetized, because they're driving me crazy. They're like jumping. So anyway, but they got those done before I started working there. So they're in good shape now. But like I said, I did the Christian fiction today, which was good because I'm familiar with those authors, and I kind of know the series and put them in the right order and all that. So that was fun.
Well, that's great.
Awesome.
I'm about a quarter of the way through the Matthew Prince book, and I'm going to finish the chapter I'm listening to now, and then I'm probably going to move to a Presents novel before I go to bed. But no, I'm liking it a bit more now. The beginning of it, he was a little much, and I'm glad I pushed through. Just, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah. And I'm not quite done my blanket square yet. So I gotta finish
him to be a little much. If he's going to be a good Grinchy character, he needs to kind of be over the top.
Right. And that's, I think, what it was. I mean, there's being a Grinch, then there's being over the top, and I felt he was a little over the top. So we shall see. Just says hers would be JD Robb, or I guess Nora Roberts. I love the PBS Kids version of the original for Anne of Green Gables.
And hang on, go back to that for a second. So I want to ask, so I know there's a PBS live action Anne that stars Martin Sheen as Matthew Cuthbert, but she said PBS Kids. Is that the animated that was out maybe like in the 90s or early 2000s? Is that what you're talking about? And just a little note, I'm assuming when you say original Anne of Green Gables, you're not talking about the silent movie from 1919. You're probably talking about the Megan Follis version, which really feels like it should be the original, because that's the one we know about. But there's been a few in between, so stay tuned for my video. I'm going to be talking about it, and a lot of that stuff is on YouTube, so it is watchable on YouTube.
Oh, okay, awesome.
The old stuff.
Yes, it becomes public domain after 100 years. Okay, that's what it is. Awesome. Jessica, I only read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and I haven't read Anne. I have never been keen on classics, as they seem hard for me to get into. I get that 100%.
Yeah.
If I'm going to read a classic, I want it to be a kid's classic. Children's classics, I love. Easier. Adult classics, forget it. I have no interest in most of them.
I mean, one of my favorite books of all time is A Little Princess, and that's a children's classic. That book is wonderful.
I haven't read that.
Yeah, absolute favorite. Only classic I've read is Little Women, and I think I've read Little Women. I think.
Good one.
Oh, that's probably one of the only classics I read that I wasn't required to read in high school or or college.
Yeah. Who is the new author? Someone is asking.
Hannah.
I'm not too sure. Yeah.
Who was somebody
For the
talking
MC
about it?
Beaton books?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so she said she's afraid she's not going to like them. Okay, that's fair.
Okay. So the MC Beaton, yeah.
Also, Victoria Thompson. Melmac, when I was in school, 2 of our middle school operettas were adaptations of Narnia books. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I played a mouse. In The Magician's Nephew, I played a queen. Oh, fun.
I love that.
nice.
I love that you guys did operettas.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I love that. That is awesome.
I'm stuck on that.
It sounds so old-fashioned.
Right? Tyler said, I like the original writer of Murder, She Wrote series more than the newer writer.
Yes.
The newest writer.
Terry.
Donald Payne.
Yes. I like the original
Donald
author,
something, right?
Donald Payne. Yeah.
Donald Payne.
Cheryl says, I've DNF'd a lot of the most recent Patterson books because the writing is just not as good. That's fair.
That's a bummer.
Hermione says, I also read the Vampire Diaries a lot as a teenager plus Harry Potter. So I read the Vampire Diaries when they were originally published. Our generation's Twilight. Danielle, my most read author is probably Anne M. Martin. That's right.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, do you remember the Sweet Dreams books? I love those when I was a kid. Yes, I read those. Sunset something. I remember that series at my library. Like
the one that I always go back to is remember all the medical books that her last name was Daniels or McDaniels or
yes, and everyone dies.
Or Lauren. It was a
Lorraine
weird
McDaniels.
Who?
Something McDaniels.
Lurleen, I think.
Lurleen or something like that. Yeah. And they were like medical. They were teens, so when and we're around the same age. I read all of them, and they were just like the most sad things on earth. I have no idea why I read all those.
Because everyone died. Everyone died.
It was like a romance with an unhappy ever after because at the very end it would be like, "Well, I'm dying." And then
see, John Green is not the first one. John Green was cashing in on what we all read when we were younger.
I just went on Goodreads and I put in Lurleen. It's Lurleen McDaniel. And the first one that came up is "Don't Die, My Love."
Yes. Oh my god!
I can say I never read those.
I mean, but I was really also into. I mean, younger Sweet Valley High and of course.
The only things I can remember reading is like How to Eat Fried Worms.
Oh, I like How to Eat Fried Worms. And I like the Ramona series.
Yeah, Ramona.
And the Super Good.
Yes.
I'm sorry about our dogs. I'm sure you can hear them in the background. It's
I
because
miss
the
the
neighbor
Valley
dog
Twins
is still
and
in our
the Mr.
backyard and he won't like just go lay down. He's got to be at the door.
I keep waiting for Dresden to start barking, but she's been really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Stephen King books at 12 years old. Shock from Melmac. My niece is desperate to read it. My brother's like, nope.
Storm, you probably read Stephen King at 12, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what she was talking about. She was shocked that I was reading.
Oh, that you did. Oh, okay.
I saw Pet Sematary when I was 13, but I never read any of the books. Jessica says mine was Harry Potter and the Twilight books that were all popular when I was a kid. Yep. You know, my most read cozy author is probably Cleo Coyle. Very good.
Oh, The Coffee House, of course. I mean that.
Not enough. Oh, my most read series as a kid was Trixie Belden. 30-something books. I love them.
Is there that many books in that series?
I've never even heard of that series.
Trixie Belden, yeah, she's kind of a Nancy Drew, but a little younger.
Oh, okay.
A little younger and a little more country.
Okay.
Sarah, you should tell your niece that she can try The Shining by Stephen King, and if she can make it through that.
Yeah. And my dad's favorite was The Stand, which is like a doorstop. We should let her read that one. Grandpa loved this one. Read it.
It's like, I'm just curious if she would like the writing style. So I was like, if she makes it, because
I think with Katie, it's more like she sees her dad reading these kind of things and she's, you know what I mean? And she wants to be grown up and read them too, kind of.
The Shining was, it was kind of spooky, I thought, because it has topiaries that move around.
No, thank you.
Yeah,
there are 39 Trixie Belden books. The first one was published in 1948 and the last one in 1986.
Wow.
Okay.
I read them in the 70s, a few of them. Wow. Sorry, just throwing that out there.
I read The Stand when I was young, and I liked it. Me and my friend tried to reread it with the extended cut, and we barely made it through it.
It was already huge. How is there an extended cut?
Yeah, it's huge. I have it. It's
like, I'm not kidding. Yeah. It was a 48-part miniseries. Wasn't it like something ludicrous?
It was 800. It was 807, 800 and something pages for the original one, and the extended cut one is like 1,100 pages.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like, what the hell?
And the thing is, it's like, no, the stuff didn't need to be in there. It was like, it's just more filler. It was more filler. It's like,
which is why it was edited out in the first place, right?
Well, and he even says at the beginning of the book, if you've read the original Stand, you probably won't want to read this because it's just more of him adding more of the characters and things like that. But it's like, oh my goodness, are they ever going to get where they need to go? Because they're just walking and walking.
Cheryl says R.W. Green is now writing for MC Beaton. Mel Mac, I saw Carrie when I was 7. I was never the same.
I was terrified by Carrie. When I saw that hand, no.
Carrie the movie is a lot better than Carrie the book.
Really?
Fair.
Carrie the book just has too much about blood and things like women's things.
Yeah. Wasn't it his first book?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was his first book. Well, I don't know why I think that, but I think it is.
My least read author of all time, Stephen King.
I know, I haven't read anything.
No, I don't. I mean, y'all know anything past Charlie Brown, and I'm a scared duck. I don't like it. I don't do it.
I say for middle grade March or May, Tiffany needs to read a Goosebumps.
Yeah.
No, there you go. You probably handle Goosebumps.
I know, like
she couldn't even handle the
Jesus out of me.
She couldn't even handle the covers.
Not right. That was the stuff in Nightmares.
Yeah.
No, the Babysitter's Club Super Mysteries were her most.
Yes.
That's her line in the sand.
They're like going through a haunted house. I'm like, why? Why? Don't do it.
Don't go into the basement. Hermione says it's sad you can't get the Babysitters or Nancy Drew in charity shops. See, I can get a lot of Nancy Drew, the old yellow spine ones, but it always seems to be the first 20 of them. Beyond that, you can't get them.
I find them in the thrift shops and stuff, but they just want more than I want to pay for.
Well, the other thing is too is that I can get them all digitally now. You know, like I'll collect some of them, like I found this one, and because it was the original publication with the embossed cover, I had to have it, right, for my collection. But I'm not buying the whole set.
Yeah.
Because what am I going to do with it, right? Let's be realistic.
Well, it's like, and I find the Hardy Boys out in the wild too, like whenever I'm thrifting and stuff too. But yeah.
And Hermione, you can't find them. They're around. They're out there. You just got to be, got to keep your eyes open.
You know, something that I can never find? Goosebumps. You would think that often. You would think there'd be like a million Goosebumps out there in the like thrift shops and stuff like that. And I can never find it.
If there's ever any particular ones that you're looking for, Storm, send me a message on Discord. And while I'm hunting, I'll see if I can find them for you. Because I run into them a lot.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
I may have a couple that I was going to put in my eBay store, but if you want some, I see what I've got.
Jessica says, Jen McKinley is mine. I've read every cozy and romance book by her except the latest romance. Awesome.
Nice. Cool.
Money, I've got about 10 Nancy Drew books with the blue covers. They were my mom's. Oh, the original, even pre the yellow spine. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was at a yard sale earlier this year, and somebody had probably about a dozen, but they were falling apart, and some were missing the spines and all that. And I was like, I feel like I should save these, but I just
sometimes they're unsavable.
They were just so far gone. Yeah.
That's
sad though.
Oh,
and she wanted quite a bit of money for them, and I was like, they're just not in good shape.
I wouldn't mind. I know that they wouldn't hold up today in terms of content and some of the things that are discussed, but I would
Mhm.
really like to read the original versions. This part of me just kind of wants to, you know what I mean? I'm
because they
interested to
did
see what-
update them over the
Yeah,
years.
they very much updated them.
Lot
Like
of
there was the one that I read that had to do with NASA. I'm like, this was written in 1937. Like, and then I realized it was rewritten with just
Yeah.
parts of the story were used. And I'm like, I can understand you want to update it, but I don't know. Anyway, I would like to read the originals, but I think it's almost impossible to find them. Just says Agatha Christie, I could rewatch. Has anyone read A Cross Country Christmas by Courtney Walsh? I started it last year and I didn't finish it, not because I didn't like it, but because Christmas ended and I was Christmased out at that point. But it was super
Is that what
cute.
you're starting? Is that what you're reading?
I think that's what she's decided to start. Cheryl, I need a Diet Coke, but I don't want to order just that and make them deliver it. So I bought a burger as well. My main cat won't like it, but my tummy will. Good choice.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize that there were bots. My apologies, everyone.
Junior.
I was going to
Junior
ask.
chicken burger from McDonald's and a large Diet Coke. Sounds delicious.
So how do you get that delivered? Like DoorDash or what?
Uber Eats, probably.
Uber Eats. Okay. See, I don't know how to do any of that, and I'm too cheap to pay for delivery fees.
And up here we also have a which Brie used to find hilarious. We have a delivery service called Skip the Dishes.
Okay.
That's cute. That's
But it
cute.
can be
We
pricey.
have no delivery service because we're out in the countries. And
Yeah,
everybody-
right. It's called Pick It Up Your Damn Self.
Yep.
Thank you, Cheryl. Sorry, everybody. I didn't see the spam. I switched over to another B.B. Haywood cozy mystery. I really, really, really like this author's writing.
Tammy, I wanted to put that series on the on my 23 series to start in 2023, and I cannot find that series, those books by B.B. Haywood. They have the cutest covers.
I've got a few of them like in physical form on my shelf. So they're not on ebook or audiobook or anything.
I am having trouble finding them.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
I haven't seen them either now that you said that.
Cheryl got to chapter 20 of Christmas Murder Game. Buddy reading it with a friend, and they're both liking it. That's fantastic. Sharon, hi Sharon. Hi guys, just joining, reading her Christmas Redemption, a Harlequin inspired, love inspired book, which is all Sarah's fault. And I will take I'll take the blame for that. Yes, congrats on your bookstore job, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Michelle
Thank
stopping
you.
by,
Thank
ate a
you.
burger and read more of Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Loving it so far. I've only read the first one in that series.
I've read
And
all
it's
of
a
them.
really fun romance series. I got to read the other two.
Yeah. I would like to know which one's your favorite. That's who it is. Yeah. I don't know
Lurleen-
why I read
The death author. Oh, Baby Alicia is Dying by Lurleen McDaniels was the first book I cried while reading.
Aw.
I mean,
Yeah,
those books
pass.
were like just goodness.
Yes, I'd forgotten about the Lifeline books. I read those too. That's what they were. Yeah. My dog is barking in response to the dog.
My dog.
See, that's why I figured Dresden would, because sometimes she'll do that if she hears another dog, but she's sleeping.
And it
my
says the
goodness.
first book that made me cry was Are You
Margaret.
There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I couldn't handle it at 13. I love Twilight. I also grew up with Harry Potter and started with the Scholastic Book Fair, Babysitters Club, Goosebumps. The Scholastic Book Fairs were everything.
Oh, they were my yes.
I remember having just enough money to get a bookmark and being so excited about being able to get a bookmark.
Who was it that was just said that? Capricia. Did you do Book It? We were last night. We had a big conversation about Book It and how we think Pizza Hut should bring adult Book It to the hut.
They could do it. You just need to change the parameters and make it like a page count thing. And
Come on
like
now.
The Stand. If you read The Stand, you should get like 3 pizzas.
That's just the meter. So it's like it's just The Stand or 25 cozies or it's just like, but
Or
it's all
Outlander,
like,
or
based on like The Stand.
Speaking of, The Stand is an awesome movie.
I have no idea. I'll take your word.
I like the movie.
Scholastic book sales were amazing. Yes.
They were so
The Shining.
yes.
The Shining was so good. Like Jessica Lynn says that Twilight was popular when she was a kid, and now I feel old. You and me both, Mel Mac. Yup. I loved Carrie the book. It was. Cheryl. Never read Stephen King, don't want to either. Michelle, yes, Carrie was his first published novel. I thought I'd heard that somewhere. Stephen King's new fantasy called Fairy Tale is awesome. Not a horror, pure fantasy and worth the read. My husband has it on hardcover. He hasn't gotten to it yet. Mel Mac, I hear you, Tiffany. Stephen King books, movies don't thrill me.
Well, I don't know, but I do know that I like sleep. That's what I know.
And she wouldn't if she was reading something like that.
And if anything's going to get away with sleep, I'm out.
Mm-hmm. Carrie was his first, and he'd thrown it in the garbage. His wife pulled it out and told him to submit it. Wow, that's interesting. I'm Max Sharon Richardson. That sounds like something I might like, as long as it's horror-free. It's really good. It's really long audio, and I loved it. Goosebumps movie show is coming out, making them popular again. See, I'm thinking of the TV show Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was it when I was a kid. Kiddish. Oh, Mac, I don't like horror with a couple of exceptions, but I like suspense and thrillers. Same. Definitely check it out. Yes, skip the dishes.
That's so funny.
We finally have a pizza place that delivers. Yay! I've never read an ebook. I read physical books, and I buy them on thrift books. Hannah got me hooked on thrift books. Bad Hannah. Bad Hannah.
Is that where you got the Town and a Blueberry Jam and all those? The BB Haywood?
Probably. I remember when she had that big haul, she like took pictures of it, and like she got all these from thrift books.
I'm having trouble finding it. I really want to put it on my 23.
I love thrift books.
But I hate the stickers on the spines. Those stupid stickers, they're inventory stickers. Yeah. Those drive me crazy.
I have a few thrift books orders coming my way. I'm dating myself, but the book that made me cry like a baby was Where the Red Fern Grows.
Yeah. Oh,
it's a good one.
Where the Red Fern Grows was sad.
Yeah.
We did read that in school. Thank you, Sharon. I read that. I had to read that in elementary school. Oh, never mind. I mean, in high school.
Yeah.
It's like
I remember reading in high school. Oh my God. Harper Lee.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Thank you. I read that in high school.
That's pretty standard high school reading, I think.
Yeah.
I had a novels class in high school, so I read
even
a
here
lot
in Canada, it was standard for us, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
I never heard of
it. Like teen classic. I had to read for that novels class, Lord of the Flies, and all those kind of books.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Book It. Do you want to explain to her what Book It is?
Oh my gosh, Book It was amazing. So Book It was a thing that Pizza Hut did, and if you were a reader, you loved it. Thing. And they still do it?
It's still a thing. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And you earn free personal pizzas based upon reading. It was amazing. Yep. I read so much though, because I've always been a lifelong reader. I think most of us have. And they would like question me. I don't think they believed how much I was reading. And I'm like, no, really? Like it's what I do.
Sharon, me too. And I loved it, but it was so sad. As my adult years, I keep doing Teen Book Festival, and I went to 5 of them. Oh, that's fun.
That's cool.
I finished Broken Vow by Sophie Lark. Great job, Hermione. Nice. Book fair, spent too much money, but you've got to support your school. Absolutely.
Sacrifices.
Yeah.
Sherry.
I volunteered when my youngest daughter was in elementary school. I volunteered a lot at the book fair, and one year the librarian gave me like $25 in book credits because I had volunteered so much, and I was like, yes.
No, that's awesome. Yeah.
I know.
That is awesome. Yes, that is where the B.B. Hayward books came from.
Okay.
And the stickers do suck, but I suck it up because I can't find these books anywhere. Like if I'm, it's the Sweet Valley Twins ones that I cannot get anywhere that I'm finding on thrift books.
Prices. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam grew up with both Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yep. Red Fern made me sob. I watched Are You Afraid of the Dark with my oldest kids. We read Where the Red Fern Grows in middle school.
Maybe it was middle school. I know we had to read it in school.
My first crime book was Charlotte's Web. Hate spiders, but cried when Charlotte died. I could have cared less because I would have put the spider out myself. I'm evil, I know.
I remember our teacher read that to us out loud in the 3rd grade. She would read like a chapter a day, and we were just mesmerized with it. It was so great. So I guess really that was my first audiobook other than my mom reading to me.
I love that. I love that. Had to read To Kill a Mockingbird in middle school, and I reread it as an adult, and I really did enjoy it. Like, you know, and I did also read the sequel, as they're calling it, Ghost at a Watchman. I didn't mind that one. It was weird.
Really? I still haven't read it. I'm afraid.
Oh, really?
Well, because I keep hearing.
What did? Can you repeat what you just said? I'm so sorry. I was reading the comment at the same time you were speaking.
No, that's okay. No, this Ghost at a Watchman, which is supposed to be the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird, but you have to go in it that it's not a sequel. It's the book she originally wanted to write, and they made her change it. So you can't think of it as a sequel. It's you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you think of it that way going in, it makes it easier to read through.
I'm really interested, but you know that that place that I have the theater tickets to, the season tickets, one of the shows is To Kill a Mockingbird, and it says the musical, and I'm like, huh, that's different. I don't know what this is going to be, but okay. I don't know what
you
it is.
You can set anything to music.
I know. I guess that's true. You can make it musical.
I guess. I mean, like,
I don't know. Pizza Hut can give a slice of pepperoni for a novella, a slice of pizza for a cozy, and 3 full pizzas for Stephen King. Adult book it.
I love it, Tammy. Brilliant.
Who do we need to talk to? Who do we need to get in touch with? Cool about the book it. Yeah.
We also want you to sponsor our videos, Pizza Hut. Book it.
Right?
Come on.
Pizza Hut, Harlequin, David's Tea. We're trying to get all the sponsors tonight. I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark? That theme song and creepy swings. Try Scraper's Solution by Undo It to get the stickers off.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll deal with the stickers for cheap.
They're just a pain.
I use a hairdryer for stickers, then rubbing alcohol for the residue.
Yep.
Loved Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, it's a great one.
In grade 3, our teacher read Encyclopedia Brown in the class and had us come up and whisper in her ear what we thought happened with the mystery. I usually won as the first one to solve it. Oh, that's delightful.
That's a great idea. I love it.
That's so cute.
I know. I just don't even know what it would be. Like, I picture like the jury, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, they all have like different parts. They're singing guilty. Like, I don't know what I'm seeing.
He was guilty. Guilty.
Right.
I know. Right? I'm against pirating, but I really want you just to videotape some of it.
I think it's in like, it's, I can't even tell you. It's not for a while because this Sunday is my second show and I'm seeing Hades Town, which is a retelling of Hades and Persephone. I don't know if it's modernized.
I know.
I don't know if it's modernized. I don't know what it is, but it's a retelling of some sort.
That's my favorite Greek myth. Not a very musical story, To Kill a Mockingbird. No, I would say not.
I know. That's why I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, the play. Okay. Like, I've never seen it as a play, but then when it said underneath the musical, I was like, huh, that's different. Like, that's like
ridiculous.
That's true.
Okay, here's a fair comment. Les Mis is a sad story and it's a musical.
That's what I was like. True.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to see Little Women the musical. Interesting.
Oh.
Anything can be made a musical.
That's why I said you can put music to anything.
God, the last musical or whatever theater production I saw was Jersey Boys.
Oh, that's good.
That was so good. Oh my God. I want to see Hades Town. I've heard so many good things.
I had never heard much about it, but 6 was amazing. And Stephanie, I would totally see a Little Women the musical. That sounds fantastic.
Singing and dancing in the courtroom.
I just did a YouTube search for To Kill a Mockingbird the musical. It looks like it is a thing. It almost looks like Jeff Daniels is playing Atticus.
Thinking about it after I said that, Little
Now, I
Women
don't
as a musical
know.
seems odd. They're like singing about Beth or like being, I mean, like,
She's
like, I don't know, like,
Yeah, what
mean,
happens when that part
Definitely
gets
a
there?
Broadway show, and not most of the videos I'm coming up upon don't say musical, but there is one that's clearly from the same show that says To Kill a Mockingbird the musical. So
I'll keep
I
you
don't
up, but I don't know.
Les Mis isn't a good musical. I said what I said. Anna, I've never seen it, so I can't comment. I know it's a long ass book that I have no interest in reading. So
I've seen a musical before. I thought it was okay. But...
I've seen Phantom like 4 times.
I love Phantom.
I've seen Cats twice.
I just like the music from Phantom. I could do without the movie so much of the musical. I just like to sing Phantom.
That's how I feel about Cats. The music in Cats is great, but the story, I'm like, it's Deuteronomy. I don't know if I need it as a play. Like, I don't know. Like,
now when we used to go on, like when we went to Florida for vacation when I was a kid, one of the CDs that we would listen to was Phantom, and everybody in the car, none of us can sing for shit, and none of us can sing, and we would like be singing like at the top of my dad, my mom, me, it didn't matter. It was fun.
That is awesome. That is such a fun memory.
Well, me and my mom used to do that in the car. We used to sing. She liked to listen to like 50s and 60s music. And, she'd be, come on. And we'd be singing our like top of our lungs. But I'm pretty sure this sounds horrible, but we were singing.
And my aunt always had us put on her CD of the old 50s and 60s, which my brother and I refer to as the teen death songs. Like everybody dies. And
Leader of the pack.
But yeah.
There's actually like a death scene in Leader of the Pack. It's like, look out, look out, look.
Or that is it last, what's the song? The one where the car stalls and he's got to pull his girlfriend out and he doesn't and she dies?
Oh, the Pearl Jam remake.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good remake.
What was the Pearl Jam remake?
Last Kiss?
Last Kiss.
Depressing music.
Or
the Leader of the Pack was one of my favorites.
Soldier or something like that. Same way. I'm like,
Fiddler on the Roof. I've never seen that
Fiddler.
one. I like Fiddler on the Roof.
Me too.
If there's a number of Atticus singing his arguments, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
the only music I've seen in person was 42nd Street. Saw it on Broadway in New York City.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Amazing.
Nice.
Like as in Miracle on, or am I thinking something completely different? I don't know theater.
I think that's something different.
Okay. I don't know on that one. Yeah, Phantom is great.
That's great. Les Mis and Phantom. Yeah, no,
yeah.
Depressing, yes.
I just like the music from Phantom of the Opera mostly. I had like a soundtrack that I played over and over and over again.
I love the music in Cats.
Oh, the music in Cats is like really, really good. But there's only 2 shows that I can think of that I do not like because I am a huge theater fan, and it's Cats and South Pacific.
Oh, I saw Joseph too. Joseph
and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
And I saw it with Donny Osmond in Toronto. It was good. I have to admit, it was good. I watched the stage show of Netflix on Netflix of Les Mis in the movie. I like the stage show the best. Would love to see it in person. English teacher made me read Les Mis and write a term paper on it. Loved it and the musical. Good for you.
That's awesome.
Good for you. I loved Cats. It was so good. I almost cried and was surprised for maybe 33 or birthday from my sister and my mom went with her boyfriend. See, Cats has a special place in my heart because it was the last time we were with my nan before she died. She got tickets for me, her, and my mom, and we all went to go see it. So it, and when it came back to Toronto, Mom and I went and saw it again just because. Yeah. But I mean, I could do without the play, but the music, 100%.
Oh, the music's great, yeah.
I had a tarantula named after Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. All right, Jesse, remind me never to go to your house. Miracle on 34th Street, ? If you haven't seen
Oh,
Wicked, you're missing out. I've never
Sharon,
seen
Wicked
Wicked.
is amazing.
I would love to watch a Broadway show. It's my dream. I should
Me
watch
too.
Hamilton at some point. 42nd Street is a musical.
Hairspray is
Miracle
good.
is on 34th Street. Okay. No, it's just 42nd Street. Back in 87, my friend and I went together for her birthday. Okay, cool.
I never heard of it either. And
Okay.
yeah.
I saw the Phantom at the Pantages in Toronto in 94. Yep.
Oh,
I saw it at the Pantages 4 times.
wow.
But, yeah.
Only thing I've ever seen is like a college play. I've never been able to go to anything like a big like Broadway play.
To do,
It'd be
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I've never seen I've seen a lot of Broadway plays, but I've never been to New York, so I've never seen a Broadway play in, on Broadway.
Toronto, we're lucky because we get a lot of the shows that come through. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so we see a lot of the, like I said, I saw Donny Osmond in Joseph, right? So, and I can't remember who played, but it was like the big guy who played Phantom. I've seen him twice do it, so.
Yeah. And living in St. Louis, we saw a lot of Broadway shows, kind of like what you're saying. But of course, I've never seen on Broadway. But
I know
the same Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I saw it. I don't know if you've heard that story about my friend. We saw it at the Chicago Theater, and Donny Osmond was playing Joseph, and my friend had the biggest crush on him. And we went back and saw it 4 or 5 times because she had the biggest crush on him. He was like my mom's age crush, right? So we have this picture of us with Donny Osmond. There's about 6 of us, and we're all like, I don't know, 14, and we're all like this. And she's like, and so we made fun of her for years afterwards because she is so excited. And we're all like, who's this old guy? You could just tell we're like, it's hilarious.
That is so funny. I love it.
He seems like such a good guy, though. I follow him on Instagram and stuff, and he's always just like going out of his way to do special things for people, and he just seems like such a good guy.
My daughter and I went to see The Lion King this year. Amazing.
So funny that
my parents and my brother saw The Lion King in Toronto.
I've never seen that one.
I've never seen it either. I was never a big fan of the Disney movie, so it didn't interest me.
Well, if you ever come to Disney, though, the Disney version in Animal Kingdom is amazing. Of course, it's changed some now since COVID. They had to abbreviate different things and stuff, but that's where my husband works, and he opened that show, and then it eventually moved from the outdoor, like open air theater to a closed theater, and everything. So, like my daughter Emily, who's 21, we took her when she's like 2 weeks old. And because Randy worked there, not when she was 2 weeks old, but later when she was a little bit bigger, we did a meet and greet backstage, and he let one of the guys who did stilts hold my child up on stilts for the picture. And I was like, are you sure you want to do that? He's like, oh. He's more comfortable on stilts than he is on the ground.
Not reassuring.
Yeah, I've never read the book, but I loved Wicked. I mean, I loved Wicked.
I've never seen that.
So that's interesting.
I never saw them. I wasn't a fan of I almost said Alice in Wonderland. Oz.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I love
The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz. You know why? Because the first movie I saw before I saw The Wizard of Oz was the one with Michael Jackson. Do you remember that one? Return to Oz?
The Wiz.
The Wiz.
That movie scarred me for life. And I can't yet. The scene where they're walking through the thing and those heads are on spikes, that did it for me. I'm like, I love so I never seen that.
Katie's high school was going to do The Wiz. She was going to be in it in 2020. And when COVID hit, it all got canceled. So then they tried to go ahead and have it the next year. And I think they still weren't able to do it. And the theater teacher finally just gave up. But it was so sad because that was going to be so much fun.
I want to go to Broadway. I don't really want to deal with New York City traffic and crowds. Didn't like The Lion King. See, for me, the Disney movies that I prefer are the ones that are with people. I never liked like the Aristocrats or, the animal-based ones.
Great Mouse Detective and all that.
Yeah, no.
The Fox and the Hound is a tearjerker. Oh,
I
my
have to
goodness.
say though, my
So
first crush as a little girl was the fox in Robin Hood.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
I
Which is Robin
loved
Hood.
him.
He's
Yes.
Robin Hood.
aw, that's cute.
I think it was the accent, it was the voice. I've
Yeah.
only ever seen school and college production. I think my favorite was Something's Afoot, which was based on Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians. Or
Oh,
what's the other name of it? 10 Little Indians and
And then we're done.
and then there were none. Thank you. Yes. Lion King is great. Beauty and the Beast is better. I love Beauty and the Beast. New York City traffic is usually not that bad. I drive there quite often because most drivers are cabs and the drivers know how to drive. Most people just use the subway. Love The Fox and the Hound. Yes.
Something else great.
I did love The Fox and the Hound, and I agree with you, Sarah. Animal Disney films weren't my favorite.
Yeah, my favorite was always Cinderella.
Bambi. I love Bambi and the Aristocats and all those.
Dumbo, I didn't care for.
oh, Anita, yeah, she said Lady and the
Dumbo
Tramp.
was
That was a good one.
Yeah, I love
Mm.
Lady.
I do prefer the people ones, like you're saying, but I like the animal ones fine. But Lady and the Tramp is one of the better animal ones, I think.
I
think
also
I've-
prefer older Disney to the newer Disney.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. One of my crushes was Robin Hood too. Kevin Costner in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh,
For me, it was Carrie Elwes in Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Men in Tights. Yeah.
Tight.
I have to rewatch that movie now. My last musical was Hamilton. I do need to
I've
see that.
never
Everybody says it's fantastic.
I haven't seen it. I want to see it so bad. I was in a lottery like several different times, never won, and then COVID hit, and now I haven't seen it anywhere to see it.
No, Fox and F makes me cry. Beauty and the Beast, and I love Pocahontas was great too. I think it's underrated.
Mm.
Lady and the Tramp, like the Shaggy Dog movies.
No,
Carrie Ellis Robin Hood was pretty attractive too. Yeah, he was easy on the eyes, eh, Hannah?
What about
Maybe
Mulan? Do you
Scared.
guys like Mulan? It's
Yeah.
one of my favorites. And that's a good one for
Mhm.
music too. Mulan is great.
yeah.
Probably
That'd
of
be
the
fun.
like ones in the last 20 years though, Toy Story and that whole group of movies is probably my
Mhm.
all-time favorite. I love Toy Story. And
Mhm.
Monsters Inc. I don't know. They're all good. Some of the really most recent ones though, I'm not crazy about, but you know.
Yeah.
We quote Men in Tights around the house, and we also quote Spaceballs.
Oh, that's
yeah.
hilarious.
Hamilton isn't that great. Hannah, you're just coming out with all the opinions this evening.
I have a feeling that Hannah doesn't like musicals.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was completely obsessed with Kevin Costner after seeing him in Robin Hood. That crush lasted for years. All I can think of is Men in Tights when he says, "Unlike some other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent."
Yeah.
You know, the thing that I remember most about the Kevin Costner Prince of Thieves is that the theme song was Bryan Adams' "Everything I Do."
I
It
do.
For You.
Yes.
And that song was so popular when I was in elementary school. It was like every dance.
Everywhere.
I love that
theme,
song.
that's what I
Every
think of when I
school
think of that
dance.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Really good to see you. Just tune in as we're talking about musicals. My favorite musical is Oliver, the movie of which saw a small stage production in the 90s.
Nice. Hey Donna.
Okay.
It's good to see you.
Yes, hello. I have very
Yeah,
strong
thanks for-
musical opinions.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't like any of them. So far, I haven't seen one that she likes.
Right?
Oh, they're so good, Hannah.
Musicals I can handle, but just like not really. Like musicals on stage I get, but like Sound of Music I don't understand, just spontaneously breaking into song.
Oh, but that's such a classic.
Yeah,
I love it.
because it's awesome. That would be my superpower, is like when anybody goes to like fight or anything like that, instead they just break out in song. Like I'm hoping one of these days somebody starts walking down the hall snapping their fingers at work, like singing about their coworkers.
Some
I'm just
crap's
saying.
gonna go down.
She just
Are
she makes me think of ease on down the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
From the
Are
Wiz.
you
totally
inspired
believe
to
that's my
sing
superpower.
based on what people say? Like if somebody just says a random
Mm-hmm.
word, what is the thing from Frozen? If somebody just says
Let it go.
let it go, do you start let it go? Like do you
I mean,
ever
I mean, my oh yeah,
just
I'm
say
like
yes?
a small child.
Like I do. Like if I hear somebody go, stop in the name of love.
Yeah. I do that sometimes too.
Mhm. My favorite
But
Prince of
random
Thieves was
things
the
make me
sheriff.
think of songs.
Oh.
I like the Sharon. I like the bad boy, I guess. I can get with you on that. My favorite animated Disney soundtrack was Tarzan. I love the Phil Collins music, and there's a lot of good songs in that movie. Alan Rickman is great as the sheriff. Also
Did
saw
y'all
Anthony Quinn in Zorbo, the musical, and Debbie Reynolds in Unsinkable Molly Brown. Wow. That's
Wow.
awesome.
Okay. Now that's cool. Did y'all see? I don't remember. I don't know if it's Disney, but it was a kids movie that just came out that they remade the U2 song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for that movie. And they totally changed it up. I don't know if I like it, but it's just so different. It's hard to form an opinion. I don't remember. I think it was one of the Sing movies, like
I love that song.
with the pig. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally hear Hannah say this. I said I love Fiddler and Phantom.
Tiffany, you're making me feel old. That Bryan Adams song came out when I was in the Air Force. I've been listening to on Spotify, going through like the best of the 90s and the best of the 80s and stuff, just to add some more stuff to my music. And I'm like, all these songs, I'm like, this song's not that old. This song isn't that old.
Well, when I was doing, so when I do assessments for work, so what I was doing groups for 6 to 11-year-olds, and they were coming in, and I'd be like, what year, asking their date of birth, and it'd be like 16. I'm like, what? But then like now, even if for multiple years, and I'm doing like assessments for all of the intakes coming in, whether despite their age or what kind of counseling they need. And then I'm just kind of triaging them. And again, I mean, like I had a kid yesterday or the day before, was like, they were born in like 2018. And I was like, oh, I can't fathom it. I'm like, oh my gosh. The problem is they keep saying the same age, but I'm getting older.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel you, Sharon.
Mm-hmm. Alan Rickman was good in everything he did.
I agree.
Dance Lord of the Dance, also Chicago. We'll just finish up the comments, and I think we'll head out for the night. I think we're all a little tired. It's been a long week. Poor Hannah having to defend her musical tastes. Tarzan soundtrack goes so. I like the Little Mermaid soundtrack. Sing 2.
Sing 2. Oh, I don't know if I've seen Sing 2, but I loved Sing. That was so cute.
Watch Sound of Music every New Year's Eve with my mom when I was growing up.
I love Sound of Music.
Of Alan Rickman. I've never ever seen it. So good. Love the dancing. I have seen Mary Poppins a number of times, so I do like Julie Andrews.
I will admit though, with the Sound of Music, after you've seen it a few times, like I always watch up until the part where they're like trying to get out of Austria, and then I'm like, okay, now we can just go back to the beginning because I like the part up to that.
Oh, that's funny.
I heard somebody talking about it the other day, and now I have the biggest urge to rewatch Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I loved that movie
That was
growing
good.
up.
I probably haven't seen that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus because I watched it
Okay.
when we first got Disney Plus.
Okay.
I saw it on there, and I was like,
The Incredible
So,
Journey I saw in theater.
The original one or the one with the Michael J. Fox voice, which had a different name, but I'm assuming she's talking about the original one.
I saw the original one.
Or Sentimental Journey. Is it Sentimental Journey or Incredible Journey? I can't even think. But anyway, I love the one where they're actually like the animals are talking. And like I think the man who played the father in the Waltons was the older dog. And I think Sally Field's voice was the cat. And Michael J. Fox was the.
When the cat goes over the waterfall, I lost it. I'm like, nope.
Oh,
nope,
yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, and when Shadow is coming over the hill at the very end, I literally cry every time. I have seen it multiple times. I know it's coming, but it's happy tears. But I can't.
Yes.
I can't get through it without
my
tears.
favorite animal one, I'd have to say, would be Milo and Otis. I liked.
I have that. I don't think I've ever watched it. It's on the shelf in there. You can watch it. What's it about?
Oh, it's been so long ago, I couldn't tell you. But it's a cat and a dog.
It's a cat or a dog.
Yeah,
and there's a little dog, I believe.
It's a little cat and dog.
Or something, I think.
Yeah, that's the one I saw in theater. Yeah. Read The Incredible Journey as a kid. Don't think I ever saw the movie. It will break you if you're an animal.
The King and I's good.
And I think it might be
My favorite
called,
movie.
there's something called Sentimental Journey, or maybe that's a song from the 70s. I don't know. Yeah, I think but the original Incredible Journey movie, I don't think it's narrated. The animals don't talk. So I know. I know.
To this day, what movie were we? Oh, it was years ago. It was like that 2012 or whatever. It was the one where like the world was ending and there was a dog in the movie. I was more concerned about the dog than anything else. I'm like, make sure the
Always.
dog lives. I don't care about people
Always.
can die. Save the dog.
That's
My dad
that's
would
me
watch
with
Cowboy
just about
movie.
any movie.
Yeah, I was always worried about the horses in the cowboy movies.
Yes.
All of that.
Yes, 100%.
When I watched Meg, you know, about the big gigantic shark or whatever.
Shark?
There's a little dog. There's a little dog that's in the water, and he's just and I'm like, that dog better live. That dog better live.
An American Tail, Raina. That's a good one.
Yeah. We have.
You know which one? The Secret of Nim. That movie was torture. The one with the mice and they're in the field and the farmer's going to come and plow and she's got to save her sick baby. I saw as a kid. Oh my God.
See, that is a book. That's a Newbery winner. My favorite, one of my favorite Newbery winners, Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. So it's an animated movie, which I didn't love the movie. I thought that because the book was so amazing, I felt like the movie didn't do it justice. So
I've never read the book, so I'm just basing it off the movie, right?
Yeah. So I'm glad to know that you could watch the movie and love it without having read the book. So that's
I do want to read the book though. I keep saying I want to read that, and I want to read The Last Unicorn by Peter Beagle, I think is the author's name. Because The Last Unicorn was one of my favorite movies as well as a kid.
Okay.
I've never read that either.
Oh,
I read The Secret of Nymphs because I was a readathon, and I had to read a book that came out in my decade that I was born. That was the one. I was like, oh, okay.
Swan Princess is great. Yes. Oh my God, I cried. Now I want to watch a Disney movie tonight. There you go, Cheryl. You got lots of time. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it there. We're all tired. But
I have to go downstairs and rescue the fire because I think my dad put it out. So
fair enough. So tomorrow we're on Tiffany's channel, right, for sprints?
Yes, and 4 p.m. the scavenger hunt. The topic is farm and fruit cozy mysteries / books.
I read some online, so I can say I started it.
And the advent tomorrow is on Storm's channel.
Yes.
Okay.
I have Storm's channel linked in the description box below, so please jump over there to check out her advent tomorrow.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Everybody's saying good night. So thank you all for joining us. Storm, Tiffany, Elizabeth, thank you all so much for joining. And y'all have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.